Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Dr. Hyena, and welcome to this Q&A video for Wrath of Nature. So this is part 2, and let's get right into it. So first question, I get this one a lot, especially as of late, ever since I've revealed the tiger. Will there be lions? The answer is no. I have done so much work on lions for Eternal Enemies and Mosaic Survival. I feel like I've already just spent so much time with lions, and it really has taken a lot away from things that I am a little more interested in working on, like other animal species. So, yeah, definitely not gonna be any lions. Cause it's so hard to develop these animals specifically because everyone kind of thinks they know everything about lions, but in reality, like, even documentaries and stuff, they spread a lot of lies and misinformation about these cats. So yeah, trying to balance what I actually know from talking with biologists is you know truly accurate versus what the players kind of want because they think is accurate. It's just such a nightmare. So no, absolutely not going to be lions. Um, question 2: will the new cats, for example the tiger, receive new animations? So some new animations, yes. As you guys know, I've gone back and reworked the walk cycle for all of the cats that'll be coming to the game. But the thing is, kind of going back to the first question, I think people really kind of exaggerate the differences that there are between lions and tigers and just between pantherine cats in general. Like, at the end of the day, they're all pretty much the same in terms of anatomy and locomotion. There's just like slightly different proportions, if anything. Obviously, very different overall sizes, but it's like if you're scaling them down a certain amount, like for animation and whatnot, they're all like beat for beat the same, pretty much, right? The only real like major different areas is like fighting, but even then, that's also very heavily kind of exaggerated between like lion and tiger fanboys and whatnot that I notice on the internet. So yeah, there'll be some subtle differences, but overall, I'm not gonna waste my time just reanimating everything. There's just no need for that. Um, as my animation professor would often tell me, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. It's best to kind of work off of what I already have. So, third question is, will there be a jungle biome? Kind of. So, jungle is a loose term. Uh, I think people kind of associate it with tropical rainforest specifically. There won't be tropical rainforest, but there will be tropical dry forest. So that is actually something you see a lot in places like India where tigers do live. So yes, those habitats will be included for things like tigers, and they'll obviously do a lot better there than they would like out in the open plains. Let's see. Fourth question: will there be quests for coins? Kind of. So I do have a few mechanics in mind that I kind of want to work on before I announce anything with them that would eventually reward you with a certain amount of coins. But the main way to get coins will be growing, of course. That'll give you anywhere between 500 and 1,500 coins per growth stage. I'm planning to make herbivores give you a lot more coins than carnivores, just so people actually have a reason to play as them. And like, hyenas will give more coins than, let's say, tigers growing up, right? So yeah, that's kind of the answer to that. And then last question for this video: how much will X, Y, or Z animal cost? So this is one of those ones where you actually don't really need to ask this at all because it'll be answered for you in the game. So if you look at the new UI, which I'll probably have up on screen here in a bit, um, basically it'll tell you when you click on a certain group of animals, it'll tell you how much each species within that group costs. So a lot of these numbers, they look all big and scary at first, but again, consider the fact that you get 500 to 1,500 coins per growth stage, and you can grow even the same species multiple times if you really want to. Like, you don't always have to just grow one and then be done with it. You can get those coins really, really quickly if you're committed enough, if you do your growth tasks, and you kind of. I don't know if I would use the word grind here because I think that's a little bit like it just doesn't seem fitting to me. But if you do that, then it's actually pretty simple and pretty quick to get a lot of coins to use towards new animals, new skins, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video. So if you guys have enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like, share with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. So I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, peace out, and goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.